Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tina and it is a great day for crafting. It's always a great day for crafting. But today I am getting to put some of our scrap-in kits together. I love the sketches that we use for these because they're such core, easy, simple sketches for you to add additional pictures to or to change the sizes of the pictures and stuff like that. So I really like it. All right, I did some prep work, but I did not do my title because someone had asked me to show how I do my title. So because I'm always like, there's foam tape behind this and this. So here's what I do. I have the top layer, and you can see that the colors, I just bring in colors that I think are going to look nice on these. This one says Holly Jolly Christmas. But if you like, what you can do is swap titles out from other kits. This is the title series that I'm doing right now. So a lot of the titles do have these similar offset with the same font for the base piece that's colored. I'll show you that in just a second. So what I do is I put foam tape on here, and then I put no foam tape on here. And then if it's in the picture, it's like off to the side here. Just want to cover this. And a picture comes in and gets placed underneath of it. Mine have adhesive on them for today's, like this. If I want it to go in between the foam and the black mat that's in the back, that shadow piece that I love to give shadow pieces for all the titles. If I want it to go in there, I do not peel this foam tape. I just peel all the other foam tape, and then I can slide it in there and have it just kind of half off. That's what it is. And then sometimes I put it completely in front, but when I say I'm just going to slide that in there, that's how I did it. All right. So I just wanted to add that. Okay, so for this sketch here, I'm going to share the measurements in case you would like to remake this on your own. I think sketches are just a core part of scrapbooking for me. It also helps me declutter my crafting supplies, because if I have a little bit of paper left in a pack or that I've already used, or for me, I often just dive in and do multiple layouts with the same one. But this is a great way to do a pre-done layout and then throw the paper away, and you're cleaning up as you go. So there it is. There's the back piece. Now this one had some little holes that I should have, this one had a couple little detail cuts in it, and I should have worked those out, but that's okay. We're good to go. All right, so I have this one is going right here. Let's go ahead and give you some measurements on this in case you want to remake this. One of the things I like about this is the larger 1/2 inch border that goes all the way around, and these pieces are not equal. So the top piece is 6 by 11, and the bottom piece is 5 by 11. So your top piece is bigger and more dominant, even though you're going to see the dominant pictures are going to go on the bottom of this one, your larger pictures. Okay. All right, 3/4 of an inch strip by 11. All the stripes across the bottom are going to be by 11. All right, and you can put these anywhere. If you want them right in the center because you're a center person, put them in the center. I'm going to offset them just a little bit, putting them a little bit more towards the bottom. I'm just trying to make sure they're straight at this point. Everything except my smaller pieces kind of has adhesive on it for me already. So because I am working to make the videos a little shorter, you guys who have been with me for a while, you know I would not say that I am a fast crafter. Let me look and see if I just changed. Okay, I'm not a fast crafter. I am looking to order a custom mat to fill this so I won't have slidey mats anymore, but haven't gotten there yet. All right, I have 2 strips that are coming in. They're going to be 1/4 of an inch. And I have all kinds of glitter paper right now that I've been working with. Really smooth, golden. This one's more like a yellow gold, and I liked it because of the yellow highlights in here. But I'm having fun working with some glitter papers. And I do like this smooth glitter paper. I wasn't sure how I was going to like it. Oh, you know what? This looks like it's 3/8 of an inch instead of 1/4. 3/8 of an inch for your bottom stripe here. There you go. I'm going to add adhesive over here too, liquid adhesive. I think there's several adhesives that I do like on the market. I think that they're good quality as long as they dry clear. But for me, I have to have the precision tip. 1/4 of an inch on the top and then 3/8 on the bottom again. Because this is a mirrored layout. Okay. And your kit is also going to come with not just this fabulous title, but you get die cuts on this. You get holly pieces that are nice and big. I like those, and a couple of corner rounded holly pieces as well are in the kit. This large mini dot that matches the back circle with a white on top. I did not mark this. This could be for your journaling, or that could be for another picture if that's where you want to put that. All right, let's bring in 6 1/4, 4 1/4. Always full mats in my kits. So I don't do my mats at 4x6. So you have to cut your photos down. Very rarely do I ever do that. For me, I do the 6 1/4, 4 1/4, or 3 1/4, 4 1/4, always the full mats. I prefer that in my own crafting, so that's what I include. And you can always cut them down. But hey, adding that 1/4 of an inch to them, that's brutal. Just kidding. Sorry, guys. All right. So now 3 1/4, 4 1/4. And these, I'm not going to press down because they do have adhesive on them. But then we're going to do the Wowzer one. All right. That glitter. So then you also have a 3x3 or 3 1/4, 3 1/4 glitter. And this is just adding that like lushness, right? I think I know what my problem is. This one goes up and this one goes down. There we go. All right. And these two are kind of turned, and this one I'm keeping straight and kind of following this line that's going to come down here. All right. I'm not like fully putting those down. I am going to grab my other ones though. Okay. Now for the other side, I'm going to switch these so that what I end up having is green, red, green, red. Once again, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And you look how easily you could turn these. So you could turn these and do this and this, and then still have room for that. So kind of whatever your pictures, turn half of them, you know, do whatever. All right. I've been having people ask me often how I have all the photos now to fill my layouts. So I may have to do a little video on some of my photo tips for when I'm photographing things. All right, I think I'm going to like this. I'm going to move this one down just a little bit. I pressed there. I shouldn't have did that. There we go. I kind of do like that. That is because they're not, you know, perfectly, like this one's a little bit lower than this one. And so I do kind of like the differences. Okay, there you go. They're all down now. All right, for this one here, let me grab one of the ones I use for the videos out because they're much more pleasing to the sound. All right, here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and do this on foam tape. All right. And if I ever do a pre-done layout and I have a circle or something that I can't get off, I really do try to think ahead for how I'm going to use something. But what I would do for this even, I would want to draw lines and everything on it. If this is too far down, I will sometimes just go to my whites and do another circle and put the lines on it, or print, then cut one out of Design Space with the lines, or using Microsoft Word or Design Space. Either one, I can do all of my journaling on the piece and then fussy cut it out, or do it out of Design Space and have Design Space cut that circle out for me with my journaling right on it. I have been using Design Space for more and more. Okay, so this is going to go here. Yeah, look, see? She lies. All right, let's move that up just a little bit. I'm not sure if I want this to be on top of this photo or just kind of at the top, and I wanted to move it to the top. So I went ahead and I just moved that one up a little bit more, and I think I like that because I know I have some things coming in. All right, so I have some photo corner pieces for these big ones down here. This is why I kind of didn't want it overlapping too much. It is going to overlap that a little bit, and that's going to be fine. And then you have these. These are so pretty. The detail of all the cutouts through all the leaves, they're really nice. So I have these. I'm going to want to be putting, like, tucking these in. I don't think I'm going to do these on top. I think I'm going to kind of tuck those for now, just where I might like them. I don't want to do them, so the opposite of this, I don't want to do them in the same places on each one. This is kind of where I want my variety. And I'm going to do this because I'm actually going to do this as a picture, and I'm going to put my journaling on little strips right over here. And I like both of these here. Oh yeah, that's nice. Let's do that. I'm going to leave off the adhesive at the very top on this, but put enough adhesive on that I don't have to worry. So I can just slide my pictures on nicely. Oh, let's get this on first. For these guys, gotta hurry now. Got glue drying. That glue dries pretty quick. All right, I'm going to do this and this. And then I'm going to do a little bit smaller of a piece in the upper corner. Just like that. Same for this one, so I'm going to use that smaller piece now. And I'm only going to peel the smaller piece in the upper corner. And just put that on. There we go. I'm going to do that slide that I was mentioning, how it's really kind of only behind the first layer and not the back. Let's weight that. It'll make my job a little bit easier. There we go. All right, 2 more for this that I can peel off after I put my pictures in. This is going to be a nice picture here too. And I may even add, I like to do letters on a lot of words, on a lot, or little sayings, something like that. I will probably add a little bit of journaling here. I might do some here. I don't always do my journaling in a big journal. I do a lot of bullet point journaling. With little tidbits and facts. And fun story, actually, one of the things I like to do is I like to do like little known fact, and I'll actually put little known fact and then something. And I like doing that as well, or just little tidbits of information, or where I am, like a little bit about the history of the place or something. I've been doing that for a little while now, and I find it fun. And once in a while, you know, like Jake will read one, that's my son, and he will say something like, oh, I didn't know that. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, that's pretty cool. So, you know, I learn a little something. I get to put it into my scrapbooking, and then I get to kind of pass the little tidbits on. All right. Slipping that one right under there. I'm going to let this one go past, or no. No, it would be my only one. So I'm going to move that down just a little bit more. Oh, there we go. This has turned out really nice. I really like this one. This is our Christmas in July. This is July 2025. So this is one of our new release layouts for this month, celebrating Christmas in July. All right, I know exactly what I'm looking for. I am looking for some gold bling. A little more popping of the gold. And look, I still have some of these glitter gems, but the glitter is a different color. I'm hoping I pulled some of our new gold, but I don't know if I gave those to myself yet. I'm looking. Trying to dig for a new thing of gold. That might be, I just found more gold glitter gems. I might use the gold glitter gems and say they're going to have to be okay the way they are. You know, everything doesn't always have to be just so. I think trying to do everything just so can often add to us. But this matches my other glitter that I have. I'm learning a lot about gold variations right now, but these will be fine. All right, I'm going in for the big ones because I use smaller gems more than bigger gems, leaps and bounds. So I'm going to be putting 2 of these everywhere and then come back and add the single. Let's put these down here. Or add the smaller, because this only has 2 kinds of, or 2 sizes of gems. Here, I might do the opposite there. I sometimes like things to cross lines. All right, and now I'm going to add 2 small ones here. And then I can just add 1 in these other areas. I don't want them all to be a triangle. That's why I have multiple triangles, but this one I actually opted not. But this way, this gives me more of the using up the larger ones than the small, which helps me destash my bling and use my bling in just a more cohesive way. All right, let's look at this. I really like all of the colors and everything that are brought on. The lighter greens that bring in this color here, even getting a little bit of, this is charcoal, so it's not black. It's a charcoal, and I've really liked adding that to my Christmas titles. And I just did this little offset. I do change the font often for them, just kind of depending on where it goes. You'll see that. These holly leaves I've used in multiple different ways, but this one is really nice. This very basic layout that you can create these background pages. There's all the details. I like this paper. You can create these background pages with these offset pieces, creating a really nice border. And it's really 1 sheet of paper for the top and 1 sheet of paper for the bottom. You'll have a little bit left over on the bottom piece, of course, and some scraps for paper tucking or cards maybe. But what I really like about it is the layers and the dimensions. You can sometimes choose some of your favorite papers to do this. And then after you build these sizes still fit down here. And this size also fits up here, which I really love. And so it makes for a really nice layout that you can just do again and again. I hope that this is a fun sketch for you guys to work with. I would love to hear if you guys are planning on using this, if this is a sketch you like. I think this is one of the most versatile sketches because everything can be turned. You know, just absolutely. Well, these ones, if you turn them, because this is 6 inches, not as much, but if you can put them on a catty corner, or maybe just bring them down and let them cross the aisle, so to speak, that you would still be able to get other photos. But I really love this so much. I love this, the base pages that are created with your multiple papers there. Guys, thank you so much for having a little bit of crafty time with you today. I still have a couple more of these that I have to finish for our launch. So I hope you are enjoying hearing about the sketches that are with these. I'll put all the information in the details for the or in the description of the video about kits and stuff like that. But what I really hope that you're excited about is just getting sketches that you can work with, or maybe ideas. I know that having new ideas is always kind of what keeps me going. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you found this video informational, if you like the idea of sketching, or for any old reason at all, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. It really does help me out here in the YouTube community, and I am ever grateful of that support. You guys, happy crafting. Bye-bye.